What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are going to be unpacking my brand new Ameristep Caretaker Magnum blind that I got from Walmart. We're going to be unpacking it for the first time to see what it looks like, how big it is, the quality of it, and just kind of give you guys a run through of the blind itself. All right, guys, so here we are. We've got the Ameristep Caretaker Magnum blind. Here are some of our, we're gonna zoom in on that. It's a 3-person hunting capacity blind. It says it's got 18% larger inside shooting width versus your standard Caretaker, because this is the Magnum edition. And then let's see the dimensions down here. It says it is shooting width is 75 inches, height is 66 inches. Footprint is 59 inches by 59 inches, and the weight is 14.3 pounds overall. The package size is 8 inches by 43 inches. So there's your rundown of the dimensions, at least what it says on the outside of the box. So we've got, oh, there's a bigger option right there on the other side. So kind of gives you a rundown of how to set it up. This is a hub style blind, so we will see how the hubs actually fold out, see if they work pretty easily. But yeah, so there we go. We're gonna get it out of the box and we'll see how easy she sets up. All right, guys, the blind does come with this nice carrying case here. From what I can tell, it looks pretty sturdy. Not sure if you beat it up too much that it would withstand a ton, but it will definitely carry your blind around if you're doing the run and gun style of turkey hunting. So we'll get that out of the way. So here's our blind. We've got it all out of the packaging, and so we're gonna try and pop this up. It's a little bit breezy out here today, so I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a big sail and go flying across our front yard, but we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna reposition the camera and we will get this blind up in the front yard, see how long it takes. All right, guys, so it does come with stakes. Just feels like some stake and some rope to actually tie down the blind, especially on windy days like this, if you're gonna leave it sitting out in the woods. But we're not gonna use those today. We're just gonna see about getting it popped up. So. All right, guys, there is the top. So I've heard if you get the top open first, it makes the sides easier to open. We'll see how that goes. All right, there's two sides, guys. All right, guys, there we go. So that was probably, I don't know, less than 2 minutes, and the blind is standing in our front yard. So let's just say it doesn't take that long. It's a little bit of an effort to get it to pop open, but definitely if you start with the top, if you can figure out which side's the top, pop that up first and then work your way around the sides, it definitely makes it easier. One thing I also realized was if the door was unzipped, that last side would not pop open as easily. So make sure as you start working your way around the sides that door is zipped, because as you'll see in a minute, it is half of one of the walls. So you need that tension on the fabric to get that final side to pop out. So, but overall, less than 2 minutes and it's up in the front yard. We're gonna give you guys a tour of the inside and give you a walk around to see what it looks like. But I say for 2 minutes for a turkey blind to pop up, definitely is not super bad, especially if you're doing the run and gun style. you can have this thing up relatively quietly in just a couple minutes as you walk up. All right, so here's our walk around. I'm just gonna walk you around. As you can see, it's set up really well. Like I said, it's the hub style design. You got 3 windows on each side. And this side right here is gonna be your back side. It has no windows, but as you can see, you've got your door here that'll unzip. Overall, very clean look. As we come in closer, you can see the windows have a shoot-through mesh, which is also camouflage. We'll see how that looks as we open up the windows, but the windows themselves behind here are camouflage, so if you leave them up, obviously you're not gonna be able to be seen by animals. But the other big thing is, with these blinds, especially blinds like this that have the really hard points on them, really sharp lines, you're gonna wanna brush them in. And so one big thing I like about this is it's got these loops here running all the way from the corner here all the way across to this corner. Loops that you can then stick brush in the stuff that's surrounding it. And then if you come down here halfway down, you've also got another layer of brush loops. So it's going to make it really easy to brush this blind in and make it really disappear in the wood line, especially with a blind this big. Sometimes that footprint really is hard to make disappear. But with this, I think with the brush loops, with a combination of the high brush loops and the medium one down here on the bottom of the window, you're really going to be able to make this thing disappear in the woods. So that's the outside. The camouflage pattern is the mossy oak, which looks really good. I think it's going to be great for multiple different backdrops, whether it be woods or even a pasture potentially. So that's the outside look. Here we go. Let's get this thing unzipped. Even with it unzipped, you can tell it's kind of windy here where I'm at. But here we go. Here's our first impression. The door opens up. This side stays perfectly tight. But you're going to walk in. Obviously, it's kind of dark in here right now. We'll open some windows up. But the first thing I want to show you guys on my first impression, we'll shut the door so you guys can really see. If you look around, you're going to see these little pinholes all around your blind, especially where the seams are. They're all around, especially on the roof. So I'm not sure that this thing is going to be perfectly waterproof if it were to be pouring down on you. And I'm hoping that these don't turn into tears over time. But guys, I paid $100 for this blind, and if this is all I've got to worry about, as long as you take care of it, it shouldn't be a problem. But I just want to make you guys aware that these little holes are there in the fabric and potentially could turn into tears and be a potential leak if you are sitting in a downpour in the woods. All right, so now that we got some light in, we've opened up a couple windows. I wanted to show you guys the different ways that you can construct your windows how you would like. So like I said, there's 3 walls that have windows, and the back wall has nothing and has just the door. The 3 windows on each side are configured the same way. You have 2 smaller side windows, and then you also have 1 main window in the middle. So I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see. So here's the way your windows look, and I have it set up to show you. The mesh is still in here, but if you don't want that, it's got Velcro. It can easily come out. This is also shoot-through mesh, so if you would like to shoot through it, go for it. But you can easily take that out if you don't want it in there. The windows themselves have these little knobs that are on some elastic, and it has a loop on the window here, and basically it just pops in there. There's one there, and there's one on this side to hold it in. So it's extremely quiet when you're taking them down. So if you need to adjust when you got birds coming in or deer on the pasture, you shouldn't have any problem without doing it without making any sound. So the way I've got it set up here is you got this window that's completely open. It's hanging down here. You got your middle window where I took off the 2 corner pieces, and it's hanging halfway. So if you wanted to just leave it like this so that you don't have the entire window open, you're more than welcome to. Or you take these 2 off and it folds down the rest of the way. And then obviously here we have one that's completely shut. So you have 3 different ways that you can configure these windows to basically customize your blind to how you like to hunt. And like I said, all these windows have Velcro on them so that you can take the mesh out if you don't want that interfering with your shot. So let's open up a couple more windows and just show you guys what it looks like. But see how easy that is? It pops right off. This one pops right off. And then this one right here pops off as well. Super quiet, super easy to do. The only thing is some of these use the same loop, so you just got to be careful that you have the one window that you want to open on top, not on bottom. But then you would undo both of these and you would have a complete open window. So here is going to be your view all the way around with all the windows open. Now obviously you may not want to run every single window open when you're hunting, but in my opinion that's a pretty solid view if you had every single window open. So for the dimensions inside this blind, I am about 5'9", and I am just barely ducking at the center point of this blind. So if you crouch down just a little bit, that's a very tall blind in that sense. If you're any taller than about 5'9", you're gonna be ducking pretty solidly in here, but it is definitely a roomy blind compared to the last one I had. The last one I had was a dome style, was not like this, but this Magnum has plenty of room for 2 people to sit in with 2 chairs and some camera gear, a tripod even, and plenty of room if you're going to be drawing your bow all the way back. Plenty of room to move around without hitting the back wall or the front wall or your buddy next to you. Here's just kind of a picture of the overall blind inside. Very roomy. That's the back wall with your door. But overall, a very roomy blind. Definitely a bigger size than just the regular Caretaker. I haven't actually been in the Caretaker, but this is definitely bigger than your most average blind. So overall, I think besides those pinholes at the top, I'm very pleased with the inside of this blind so far. So we're gonna go back outside and test real quick the camouflage on the netting to see if you can actually see in here really well. And then we'll wrap up this review, guys. All right, guys, so from the outside, this is what it looks like with all the windows down with the mesh still on. Also, to give you guys an idea of what the see-throughness is like, obviously you're not going to have one of those other windows open on the other side or else you're going to silhouette really bad. But I have a chair sitting in the middle of the blind right now, so that'll give you an idea of kind of how that camouflage netting is going to work. Again, you're welcome to take that off if you don't want it. That just kind of gives you guys an outside look into this blind with the windows down. Overall, I am very excited about this blind. I think it's going to be a phenomenal addition to our hunting setup in the next couple of weeks as turkey season rolls around. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. I hope you've enjoyed our unboxing of the Ameristep Caretaker Magnum blind. I'll keep you guys up to date as we spend some time in it over the next several weeks hunting turkey, but I am super excited. This blind came from Walmart for about $99, so I'm extremely impressed. You can spend a lot more than $99 on a blind, especially of this size and this quality. So if you're looking for a good blind just to get yourself out in the woods for turkey season for a very reasonable price, check out Walmart for this Ameristep Caretaker. They carry a bunch of other blinds, but this was the lowest I could find for a dome or for a hub style blind like this. $99 is what it came out to. Maybe $110 once I did shipping because they don't really carry them in stores very often, but check it out on walmart.com if you're interested. I'm extremely excited, but thank you guys for watching this unboxing. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Like always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. It really does help my channel and my videos be promoted in the YouTube algorithm. So hit that thumbs up, give us a like if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos just like this, along with outdoor cooking, fishing coming up in the near future, and some hunting videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We try to post once a week here on the channel, and you don't want to miss the videos we got coming up. With spring right around the corner, we're going to be out on the lake trying to catch some fish, and in the woods in the next couple of weeks with this blind right here, trying to get on a couple gobblers. So guys, stick around. I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you guys in the next one.